Hello YouTube community, my name is the Jackhammer13, and I'm back with some more of My Heart Had Wings. I couldn't stay away from this game. I wanted to only do 5 episodes this session, but decided to stick with a 6th. I also turned on Do Not Disturb, so hopefully there shouldn't be any more pop-ups on the Steam notifications. Skate and Doge isn't going to be showing up anymore talking about how he's playing CSGO. Anyway, so last time we were here, we were talking with Ageha about the plane girl, the girl who was very strange, but very much liked jet planes and had some sort of plans that she was creating. Her name is Amane. Last name, can't quite recall it exactly, but it was Momo is what I ended up calling her because it began with a Mo. It's like Mochizuki or something to that effect, but without seeing it right in front of me, again, I'm probably going to forget about it. So I'm either going to call her Amane or Momo, or by her full name when I see it, because whatever. So she arrived at school and was sort of just like staring up in the sky, doing her thing, you know, being her. People, because of how beautiful she is, were looking at her, that kind of stuff. Kotori, on the other hand, decided she wanted to come to school alone, so that left Ageha and us to walk together, and that's how we sort of got to the stage. My order of operations was a little bit weird there, but that's basically what happened. So, just going to double check that I'm recording, because I think that I am. Yeah, I am. Cool. And away we shall go. Kotori arrived just as our morning homeroom classroom finished. At least you're here. No, he's concerned. I like that. That's cute. Kotori went past the homeroom teacher, who seemed bewildered that she had come back to school came back to school all of a sudden. Then, still in her wheelchair, arrived at her desk. The desk right at the front was the only one that didn't have a chair. Everyone looked on, puzzled. Feel that? Now that Kotori was in school, she started her cool alert routine again. She concentrated during the lesson and answered the teacher's questions easily when asked. It seems like her grades in regular subjects are top class. During recess, she sat at her desk reading a book or going off somewhere. She didn't try to talk to anyone, and even if Agi had tried to speak to her, she acted like she didn't notice. The other girls in the class looked like they were worried about how they should treat her and watched her from a distance. During gym class, the way she looked on, bored, left an impression on me. She always looked like she was all alone and didn't seem to be enjoying herself very much. Hey, Kotori. At lunchtime, I found Kotori, carrying her bag, about to leave the classroom, and I chased her down the hallway. It's lunchtime, you know. What are you doing? Whoosh! Suddenly, Kotori dashed at an unbelievable speed. Hey! In the heat of the moment, I tried to chase her, but I thought I would bump into passing students, and I was too slow to start moving. In the meantime, my voice cracked there. Oh my god. In the meantime, good god. Kotori had already gotten inside the elevator. I guess she doesn't really need the elevator. It seems to be pretty accessible, but I guess that's, you know, more fun. According to the school rules, most students are not allowed to use the elevator. It's only supposed to be used by workers or teachers carrying big loads, or disabled students like Kotori. Even so, I chased after her, only for the doors to close mercilessly in front of me. I have never heard that expression before. I love it. Through the glass, the woman with the self-proclaimed cool allure stuck her tongue out and headed to the floor below as I stood and watched. You're not getting away. I ran to the next transition. I ran and made it to the school gates. She was holding her bag. It seemed like she was trying to leave early, so I went to cut her off. However, I can't deny the possibility that her lunch is in the bag. Maybe I got the wrong idea. If that's not it, then what could be the problem? I watched over the school gates like some guardian statue. Bam! I was crashed into by something in the dark. Sorry, I don't know where I got dark from. I was crashed into by something in the back. In other words, from outside the school gates. Ah! Oh, we sort of went in tune together there. That was interesting. Oh, God, what was that? I got up and felt like I was crawling out from under an avalanche. Then I saw a big cardboard box and a girl that had fallen over. Are you okay? No, it's okay. It's okay. Oh. I looked at her as I got up and, without thinking, thought I was going to say the super repeat student, but I held my tongue. No, I'm not hurt. Are you hurt? I know falling from heaven probably was a long way. God, that was such a... Even for the bad pickup line that I was going for, that was just a really poor execution. Oh God, I'm getting the midnight giggles. I'm alright though. See, I'm allowed to do stupid stuff like that. I'm allowed to talk with you guys in these intervals, because Amane is not going to notice. She doesn't care. She just does her own thing. As she says that, the super repeating super senior holds onto the big cardboard box. Super high school loser repeating senior student. It's just so much. Never mind. We're not going to do that again. Again? You really gotta start eating, Amane. She went to lift it up, but then Senior Amane Mochizuki, so I got it right, Mochizuki, slumped down, exhausted. I just love it when a language has cognates, and they're not false cognates, you know, when they're an actual cognate, and like you hear it, and you're just like, oh, I know that word. Like, performance in this instance. Like, that was just, it's great. I'll help you carry it. Oh, it's so heavy. The big cardboard box is incredibly heavy. Come on, it's no big deal, I said as I went to pick it up anyway. I was straining as if I had already picked it up. I don't think that's quite the way I should have read that, but live and learn. Is this okay here? I don't know what's in it, but we put the heavy box on the floor. Yeah, it's alright. Anyway, Senior, if you're hungry... She was staring towards the inside of the garage. Senior? I find myself copying her and looking in the same direction. Inside was Kotori. What's she doing here? She's by the big thing placed in the center of the garage and is trying to lift up the sheet to see what's underneath. Kotori is surprised when Amane starts to speak to her. Kotori seems intimidated and nods. Amane vigorously pulls back the sheet. Inside is a white, streamlined aircraft. Kotori looks at it, dazed. I say, wow. Wow! As let a small surprised sound slip out. Glider? Again, cognates. I don't know why they always make me happy. I'm just a language nerd, I guess. Amane nodded, and Kotori cautiously moved her head closer to the aircraft. Even in the dimly lit garage, the glider's white body had a glossy shine to it, and faintly reflected Kotori's face. I moved towards it to take a closer look. Is this the one that we saw from Windmill Hill? I love it when she, like, stops putting on that facade and just sort of like uses her typical curious voice, I guess is the way to put it. It just, that's why Kotori's best girl so far. Amane is hot, don't get me wrong, like I understand that. Ageha is like really kind and all that, but Kotori just, she's got that it factor, man. She's still best girl to me. Again, we're pretty soon into this, so we got plenty of time to change that, but the smooth surface looks like it was made from plastic. However, it is hard to the touch. The wings had been removed, and for now, it's just the body. It's a nice looking plane. This is amazing. Yeah, I agree. Look at the eyes, man. She just has so much wonder. Well, she's now noticed. We started talking to each other at some point, but then finally realized who it was we were talking to. Hey you, why were you running with us now? She calmly ignores my question, but then hurriedly tries to escape, so I go ahead to block her. I won't let you get away. Why did you come here for? You're not here to eat lunch, are you? I've never heard this music before. I think this is new. I think the last thing I saw was the glider reveal the last time I recorded, so welcome ladies and gentlemen, we are now in fresh territory for both you and I. This is good stuff. So she really was trying to leave early. Amane was listening carefully to our conversation. Amane was wolfing down a Neapolitan pasta lunchbox. Let's not do that with the sounds being... Yeah. Amane was wolfing down a Neapolitan pasta lunchbox, and Kotori and I both had a face that seemed to say, "Whoa," and looked on in amazement. Why would we say whoa? Oh. She didn't know that when she was eating ice cream like a crazy idiot. I had the same reaction when I was watching her. By the way, the thing that Amane was eating was the lunchbox that I had brought. As usual, the boarders hadn't eaten the breakfast I had made for them, so I packed it as my lunch. I had made 2 lunchboxes. One was for me, and as for the other one, I thought that Kotori was going to school. She might have found it difficult at lunchtime, so I worried about her and brought her another lunchbox. That's why I was chasing her. I mean, among other things, but she didn't eat it, thought that I might eat both myself, but she ran away before I could ask her. I assumed it was more to make sure she wasn't leaving school. Whatever. Asked Amane, although she'd already eaten most of it before asking. Yeah, I've already eaten my one, we're good. I was hungry during the morning recess, so I had lunch early. Relieved to hear my answer, Amane continues to enjoy the cold Neapolitan pasta. Didn't you have something to eat? Sorry, didn't you have anything to eat after I saw you yesterday? I only gave her 1 piece of bread. Amane stopped moving her chopsticks and took a good look at my face. You've only just now realized? She really is weird. Yeah, and you owe me for both of those. Especially now that you say you don't remember me. She looked at me with eyes that sparkled like a little kid's. If she were a dog, her tail would definitely be wagging like crazy. I don't know why, but like that's a good describer, but it's weird. Don't like compare people to dogs, please.
君からパンをもらったのが約20時間前で、それ以前に遡るなら、最後に食事をとったのはおよそ70時間前になる。
No, I remember this part. I remember this part pissed me off the last time, and just like it is now. 70 hours without eating. She knows. I counted on my fingers. If there are 24 hours in a day, yeah, it's pretty darn close to 3 days ish. A little bit less. But yeah, that's 3 days ago.
太陽圏の豚骨ラーメン全部のせを食べた。スープが濃厚で美味しかった。
Why are you like this? What? Like, I'm glad that you appreciate good food. That's nice. But why don't you eat more? Please. You worry me. She recalls this and her face looks like she's about to start drooling. Why don't you eat? Are you on a diet?
忘れていた。
You forgot why you didn't eat, or you forgot to eat?
考え事をしていると他のことをよく忘れるんだ。私はバカだからな。
I don't think you're stupid, but I mean, that's not a very smart thing to do, yeah, I guess. Amane replied with pride. Pride in her stupidity. That's how you know you're smart, when you know that you're dumb. That's... I don't know about the wording there. A wise man knows what they do not know. This is more so what I was going for with that. Didn't quite get the wording quite proper, but whatever. I prefer it if she didn't compare it to when people forget things because they're hungry.
ここでグライダーを作っているんですか?
Are you doing that here?
ソアリング部の部室兼ガレージだが。
Soaring Club? I wasn't familiar with that name. What's soaring?
上昇気流に乗ってグライダーで飛ぶことをソアリングと言うんだ。
Flying a glider by riding the rising air currents. I kinda get it, but on the other hand, I don't get it. So the aim of the club is to make and fly a glider?
そういうことになるな。
So this garage is used for club activities after all. Makes sense. Even so, it's pretty spacious.
グライダーって飛行機みたいなものなんでしょ? 自分で作れるものなの? ああ、作れるさ。それが人工物である以上、人に作れないものはないはずだわ。
I mean, yeah, it's not rocket science or anything. Just, you know, step before that. I have a feeling that's not what she's asking, though. However, I'm gonna answer the questions in all seriousness.
どうやって作るの? そうだな。それを説明するなら、実際に作ってみた方が早い。
Really? I don't think that's true. Hold on a moment, I said as Amane slurped up the last of the Neapolitan with extremely bad manners. Wiping around her mouth with a tissue, she started rummaging through a desk drawer. Peeking inside the drawer, somehow I get the impression that Amane is a typical disorganized person. Rather than things being put away, it was more like they were stuffed in. The thing that Amane had taken out was a paper airplane construction kit made using cardboard. That makes more sense, yeah. I was like, are we gonna actually make a full-on glider? Like, you think that's faster than explaining how to make one? Without thinking, Kotori and I looked at each other. I feel that manufacturing a glider and making a paper airplane are completely different things. But for now, I'll try doing things as she says. We'll get back to making more paper airplanes in the next episode. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate you being here today. My name's the Jackhammer 13, signing out this time. I'll catch you guys later.